Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm going to call to order the meeting of the where am I? Morgan County Alcoholic Beverage Board. I cover 16 counties. Everybody. Let the record reflect that it is July 27th, 2026. It is now 10:34 a.m. I'm Officer Gillum. I work with the State Excise Police. I'll be leading this meeting. We do have our board members, all of us here today, so I'll have you introduce yourself.
Howard McCormick.
Alan Myers.
Patricia Dow.
And just for the record, this meeting is being recorded with audio and video equipment and will become part of public record, so be mindful of anything you say as it is being recorded. So with that, do we have anybody who wishes to voice opposition to any of the permits that are scheduled today? The record reflects that there are none. So if you're here planning on speaking to the board for any reason, so this is probably all of you, I need you to take an oath. So if you would please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the answers you've given on your application or any testimony you give to questions asked by the board be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, we do.
Thank you all very much. Okay, board members, we have renewals, no violations for the following businesses. We have the Kroger on South Ohio Street, Martinsville, permit number DL 55-21952. We have the Get Go on Bridge Street in Mooresville, permit number DL 55-21874. And that is it. Questions, concerns, or motions regarding those?
No.
Okay. Motions?
Make a motion to accept.
Second.
Moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye opposed. Motion will carry. Okay, we don't have anyone here for Miss Dos Abuelos Mexican Restaurant, correct? No. In their renewal application, they disclosed previously undisclosed criminal violations. Not a significant concern, and I don't know how recent they were, but they do need to be here to explain what happened, I think. Let me double check. No, it was a 2025, so. Okay, so we're gonna continue, then we'll have the owners show up next month. You guys good with that?
Yes.
Okay, next we're gonna do the new Civic Center permit for the Martinsville Entertainment Theater, 36 East Morgan Street, Martinsville, permit number RR 55-43996. So, you guys want to introduce yourselves and
Absolutely. Good morning. My name is Rachel Connor. I'm an attorney with Denton Spig and Greenbaum. This is my colleague, John Murphy, and we're here representing the city of Martinsville, which is represented by Mr. Ben Merida, who is the serving clerk treasurer and has been since 2024.
your name one more time?
Ben Merida,
I spell your last name.
MERIDA.
Okay, so local theater, I guess, has been in operation for how long?
It opened in December of last year.
Brand new or remodeled and reopened? or-
Brand new to us. It was a lawyer's facility previous to that. So we took it down to the studs and rebuilt it. So it was a theater, to my understanding, back in the 1920s to the 1940s.
This guy knows.
Yes.
So restored it to its original look, but with new construction.
What's capacity?
And right at 340.
Oh, cool.
It's listed on the plans and there, the areas and how many seats they can hold.
Okay. So what is the intent with the permit? Like how often are we doing shows? What kind of shows?
So our plan is, we're planning on having a show once a week. It'll either be live theater, movie, or some type of music entertainment. So it'll be a variety of things. So you're looking about 4 shows typical per month. December is probably going to be the exception to the rule because we'll have more, Christmas movies, things like that. So, probably double that in the month of December. But on average, it'll average about one event a week.
So we have somebody from the city who's working on scheduling acts to come in,
Correct.
that I'm assuming as well, like some sort of local theater group.
Yeah, we're working with both the Mary Mac and RD Productions, and then also we have a group of volunteers that are scheduling like movies, things like that. So they'll be scheduling the events. We've had Latitude 39 in the theater serving alcoholic beverages under a caterer's permit.
Mhm.
We come to the conclusion that's probably not a good long-term strategy. So that's what.
Not if you enjoy making revenue.
Yes. So that's the reasoning for this application is for us to start doing that ourselves.
It sounds very familiar or similar in its operation to like Hendrix Live
Yes,
in Plainfield.
that's kind of the model.
Yeah, I like the smaller venues like that.
Yeah, it's been very well received. We've had a few bumps along the way, so we're learning, but we're still in the first year.
So alcohol service, how are we doing this by employees?
So it'll be by employees / contractors that will be, obviously they'll have to be certified,
Who's gonna be managing all the servers?
So it's going to be a group called the Arts Council.
Okay.
They manage the Merrimack facilities, things like that. So they're going to oversee and make sure we have qualified individuals in the two different designated areas. So we have a designated serving area upstairs and one downstairs.
And I'll need contacts for someone. I'll make sure we
Yeah.
get all the necessary information.
Yeah, definitely.
Get them my number so they can communicate if they have questions. And
Yes.
we definitely want to get ahead of any problems before.
Yes, for sure.
So generally, these types of operations generate very little stuff, but will they also be in charge of all the training as well, making sure that we know when to not serve people and when to check ID?
Correct.
Do you have any questions? Anything operationally you need help with as we get started, or?
No, fortunately, we're in a good position because we've had, 6 months to learn with someone else's caterer's permit on
Sure.
what works well and what doesn't. We've had to designate, but, fencing per se, just to kind of control the flow of traffic. I will say we've seen that we don't sell a lot of alcohol. We don't foresee that we will. Live musical events tend to generate more movies next time. So,
I see that with the movie theaters, they have alcohol permits as well. I don't think it's as big of a revenue source as they had hoped for, but
yeah, so we're trying to go into it realistic that this is not going to be a huge revenue source, but we're okay with that. We realize it's something that the citizens would like us to provide. So we'd like to be in a position to be able to provide that for
we're
them.
doing dinner shows as well.
There will be dinner shows, there will be matinees. We're planning on coordinating some of those with the local restaurants though. So honestly, it's not going to drive a lot of sales on this. It's going to be more restaurant driven at that point downtown. The whole idea is to kind of bring people in downtown.
Yeah.
So we realize this is probably going to be a loss for the city for the foreseeable future, but it's more of an investment for the community.
I get to see lots of communities that I travel around my area, and Barnesville's doing a very nice job, so.
So thank you.
I grew up in Bloomington, so I had different opinions,
Right.
I did too, so I understand this.
but no, I like this. This is a great plan, and we hear lots of great stuff about the courthouse and all that, so. Yep.
Okay.
Should be fantastic. Are you available to do a walkthrough when we're done here?
Yeah.
So we just walk over there?
We can, I'll have to swing by my office to grab a key, but it's on the way.
That's great. Okay, board members, you guys have questions?
I have no questions.
For
I'll second.
We have some additional questions we have to ask. You know, right? No, this is from the state. So, did you prepare the application yourself or did somebody prepare it for you?
I had these folks help me with the application. This whole realm for me.
Yep, got it. Were all the answers contained in the application answered in a truthful manner?
Yes,
Is there anything you wish to add to the application?
no,
Is this your first time with an alcoholic beverage in the state of Indiana?
yes.
Are you the owner of the business? And I understand this is kind of complicated, but
The city owns the business, yes.
the city will have to identify managers so someone who's going to be in charge if you're not directly running it yourself, but when I get the contact information, I'll forward all
Yeah.
the forms. We already know the principal nature of the business. You're not near a church or school. You understand that excise officers may enter, inspect, and search the premise at any time without a warrant.
Yes,
You have policies for checking IDs, or the operators will.
either way, yes.
Do you have any idea what will happen if somebody is caught selling to a minor? Is there any policies in place for that, or
It'd be immediate termination of the employees, but beyond that, we probably have to.
is that an actual policy at this point, or just what
It's
you?
not, no,
Okay.
probably have to create that.
We don't require an automatic termination policy. I don't personally like them. Sometimes you can lose a really valuable employee on a bad day, but that's totally your discretion.
So
It's not required by the state.
So we just need to come up with a written policy.
Yeah,
That's
just whatever it is. Yep, and if that means retraining and a final written warning,
Is that written policy? Does it just need to be housed within the theater itself?
yeah, we don't need a copy of it or anything.
Okay.
Just, there needs to be some policies in place so people understand what's expected and what's required of them
Yeah.
and what the consequences are.
Do the excise police maintain a model policy that we could use to draft for the city?
Do that.
Okay, we may have some stricter policies than a privately owned facility just because for protecting the city.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Totally your discretion.
I don't do.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the city has deep pockets, so you gotta protect that stuff. So, yeah. Again, that's where like the training comes in, and the state has a mandated training program which covers everything.
Perfect.
Sometimes we run into businesses that sell alcohol infrequently. People aren't dealing with alcohol sales and service. And I don't know, not quite attuned to what's expected, and we see slip ups more often, but you know, you go to your local bars and restaurants that serve daily, like. It's just firsthand for these folks, so.
Does the training have a certification that could be provided to the city's insuring agencies and insuring
Yes,
entities? Perfect. Thank you.
so the employee is supposed to have an employee permit
Yes.
and a training certificate. The business is required to keep copies of each of those. And to monitor them to make sure we're not expired. The state's not gonna be sending expiration notices of this stuff. So it is the business, and sometimes what we'll run into, we'll go in, we'll find an employee who's serving and find out that their permit's expired and has been for years in some cases. And that's where we fall back on citing the business because it's their responsibility.
Yeah, and that won't be a problem for us. We're used to managing things like that. And obviously not an alcohol before, but water sewer side, we have to maintain certificates.
Just make sure you're communicating with whoever's managing. For you, but I don't foresee any problems, so. Okay, so it's been moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye opposed. Motion will carry. Okay, I'll be over there in probably 15 minutes.
I'll
I'll
be,
take your
I'll be by the
affidavit.
orange sign, so it'll be easy to find me.
You'll have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Thank you. Cheers up.
Yeah.
Thanks. Take care.
Thank you very much for your time and consideration.
Yeah, have a good day.
Thank you.
You guys want to come up around the table?
Gentlemen?
Good morning.
So we finally got the orange sign taken care of.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have three of you here. Who are you?
I'm Satwinder Singh. I'm Virginder Singh. I'm Navjot Singh.
Okay, what was your name?
Satwinder.
Okay, what is your purpose with the business?
I'm his brother. I'm not.
Can you help me with everything?
I'm gonna be helping sometime.
Okay, are you on the banking records?
No,
You're on the lease.
no.
Okay, so you have no financial interest in this business.
I just help him sometime manage him, but it was out of city or something.
Do you have other permits or anything?
No,
So the reason I'm asking is everybody with financial interest has to be disclosed.
I don't have
So
any.
if you have any interest, you have to be disclosed. If we find out later on that you are involved in the business operation and the finances, then the business will be cited, so. So I just want to make sure we're clear.
Yeah, I'm gonna be helping them, so.
But you don't have any financial disclosure there.
Okay. So the two of you are 50/50 on
Yeah,
the, of the
yeah.
business. Perfectly fine. Just don't want to get into pinch later. Okay. So, and how do you spell your first name? SUR?
No, SATWINDER. Last name Singh. SINGH.
I'm gonna list you as a manager.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yes,
So will both of you be in there operating daily, or is this more of an investment? Assigning him as the manager?
We are always on the sites.
Okay.
Yeah. He's day to day, but I want some guests in Indianapolis,
Okay,
so I'm here twice or three times a week.
okay. Yeah, are you involved in any other businesses?
We have a Martinsville Mark Group. It's on 310 South Main Street, that marathon over there
Any violations
on,
on the alcohol permit for that one?
no, sir.
We don't have alcohol.
We don't have alcohol.
Okay. What about you? Are you involved in any other, or what about your Indianapolis businesses? Have they been, had any violations or,
I don't have any alcohol permits.
okay, just convenience stores?
Yes,
So this is your first one with an alcohol permit?
yes. Actually, I have in Rockville, Indiana.
Which one in Rockville?
There's BP's.
How many?
There are two VPs and one country mark over there, and we don't have any oil issue over there.
Are those the, what's the name of the business?
It's Morocco Mark 2 and 3.
So what are the hours of operation for this business?
For this one, it's 24 hours open.
Are you busy enough all night?
It's doing pretty all right, you know.
I was over the end. So
Where's it at?
Where's it located?
they're on
It's on,
Morgan. That's where the tracks on Morgan on the left.
one?
the
New one.
Sonago.
There's a new restaurant open up right next to us.
Do you have partners in your Rockville stores?
No, sir.
I got flip flop. Something on East Morgan.
So part of what my questions are, we're investigating the ownership of the business, so making sure that all the paperwork is correct, but also that you're qualified to hold a permit. I mean, it's just because you can buy a permit doesn't mean you're qualified and a good upstanding member of this community to actually operate a business. I understand you haven't had any violations at your stores in Rockville. We've had complaints about them. So that right now, as an officer, that throws up a red flag. Complaints about you guys selling to minors and not.
Where's the alcohol?
Yes. Could have been tobacco as well, but they're both 21 and over age restricted products. So,
To check, but we haven't got any, like, we got a license renewal.
well, I understand that. Yeah, I sit on the Park County Board as well, but there have been complaints against the business. We've been out there to investigate those. And sometimes taking a random person into a business, they're not gonna sell. Sometimes they sell just to the people they know. I mean, I think at one point we had somebody follow us out to the parking lot. Because they knew it was an inspection of some sort. So talk to your employees. 'Cause we're not gonna, when you start getting violations, you start getting permits denied. Or starting up with fines or other issues, so talk to those folks and make sure they're doing their jobs. I know you're not out there managing it every day, so. So that'll be a big thing, and if you have violations on those stores or this store, it affects everything.
Yeah.
So, there's from an enforcement standpoint, we deal with a lot of businesses that are selling tobacco, vape products, stuff like that to underage persons. And it's something we're really chasing our tails, trying to get a handle on it. So we expect you, as a business operator, to card everyone and not be selling to minors. We're not gonna continue to contribute to the problem, so not saying that's what's going on, but it's what we deal with kind of industry-wide, so. Just be a good community partner. It's a small community and people will notify us if there's suspected violations.
Yeah, we recently got shot from like excise officers over there, like a month ago.
Say that one more time.
We got a shot from excise officer, like they were here for checkups, like on a daily basis.
They don't come by daily.
Like every 3 or 4 months they come in.
We come by once a year. Unless we have a complaint or something, but they're not gonna tell you.
Yeah, they were there and the sheriff was there and he told us like we were here for checkup. And
The sheriffs do.
like the commission, like from alcohol and tobacco, they send a lady over there to shop.
How do you know that?
They come in and he's a friend of ours over there, like they shop with us. And he said, you guys did a good job. Do not sell a minor,
The officer said that.
like from over there, the department, they came over there for shop. I don't know who was it, but yeah, they told us.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It doesn't sound how the compliance programs work.
Yeah.
But anyway, you understand the expectations, so just keep an eye on that stuff.
Yeah.
Tell me about your procedure for checking IDs.
So we have a alcohol ID check, in our registers. It's already installed and the transaction will not be completed without the scanning of the ID.
What happens if I don't have my ID?
We won't sell.
So you can't manually type in a date of birth? Or you can't hit a bypass button?
We have a bypass on the tobacco, but not on the alcohol.
They're both 21 and over.
Right, but our ad manager, he did it for us, you know, so the transaction for the alcohol will not be completed without the ID scan.
Well, just so you understand that violations against your tobacco certificate will go against your reputation and can affect your alcohol permit as well. So we've seen that pop up a few times.
Yep.
The system really should be flagging anything. So what are your qualifications if somebody comes in to buy tobacco? Like, how do you know when to check them then if you can hit a bypass button?
Well, we always, I'm not at the register all the time, but, we have our employees who work at the registers, they always check the IDs, like whoever is buying, you know, tobacco products. They always check, unless there's like a regular customer who's over 21, you know, so.
The number of violations that I've seen over the years where somebody, an owner, tells me that their employees always check the IDs is pretty high. So you can tell me that, but just make sure they're actually doing it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like, because we know by face, like whoever is, like, let's say if a customer came in for the first time, we would check the ID. He's coming back every day, you know, we would know the faces, you know, the customer.
Just make, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we know, like our regular customers, we don't check them every day. We, like, once we know they are over 21, but other than that, we always check IDs.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
What do you do about sale of alcohol to intoxicated people? If somebody comes in showing signs of inebriation, how do you handle that?
I mean, we don't have alcohol right now, so, but we will not.
I mean, what are your policies then?
Well, the policy, like somebody just came in like too intoxicated, we will not sell to them, you know.
Yeah.
Just to be on the safe side for them and for our business as well.
Well, it becomes a significant liability too, when you sell
Right.
alcohol to intoxicated
Yes,
people. What do you got? Anything?
I have nothing.
What age do you check people for? Or do you plan on checking people for when you're carding them? Check anybody under 50, under 20?
We check over like for 21.
Okay. State law says for a convenience store or any sort of care application, you have to card everybody who looks under the age of 40.
Right.
So don't just look at someone and go, yeah, I think you're 21.
Right.
If they're under 40, you check their IDs.
I mean, we always check unless he's our regular customer and coming here every day and he's over 21, so.
Just make sure. I don't want any problems.
Yes, sir.
Who prepared this application?
Our CPA did.
Who's your CPA?
Rishi Patar.
Where's he based out of? Indianapolis.
Yes, sir.
I've seen the name a few times. Were all the answers in the application truthful?
Yes, sir.
Did you review it yourselves?
We did.
And this is your first alcohol permit,
Yes, sir.
except for the ones in Rockville. Okay. And we understand that you are the two sole owners of this business.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're gonna be the manager?
Yes.
Your principal nature is a convenience store. You're at least 200 feet away from a church or school.
Yes, sir.
You understand that an excise officer may inspect anytime we want without a warrant?
Yes, sir.
And you are applying for carryout. Do you understand the times when you're allowed to sell alcohol?
Yes, sir.
From 7 AM until 3 AM?
7 to 3, and then Sunday it's 12 to 8.
And we've talked about your policy for checking IDs. What are you gonna do if someone does sell to a minor?
It's gonna be like, either he's gonna be terminated or we're gonna put him on a training, you know, just to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Did you bring your affidavit with you?
Yes, sir.
I'll take that. You can just pass it down. Okay, board members, questions, concerns, or motions?
No, I have no question.
Anybody have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it as well. Moving and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion will carry. We're a recommending board, so we'll send our recommendation down to the state. They will offer approval to this next Tuesday. The permit should be available within a couple hours or a couple days. So sometime by the end of next week, you should be able to start getting product in. Do you know who your distributors are here?
Laura Kenzie.
All right, then as soon as your permit's active, you can set those accounts and your permit will show up in the mail in about 15 days, so. But as soon as it's active, you guys are good to go. I just keep an eye on the stuff, all right? Gentlemen, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, board members, I don't have anything else. You guys have anything that needs to be discussed on the record?
I do not.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
A second.
Moved and seconded for adjournment. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.